Hey everybody, Karen from Waterfall Acrylics, take two, as I just hit the stop button by mistake. My husband said to me, you always say it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Who else is there? And I said, it's just me. And he said, well then it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, shut up, just roll with it. It's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Someday when I'm rich and famous and I have a big company, it'll make sense then. Anyway, let me show you the results from the last pour before we do another blue experiment. I'm still looking for the color combination I want for my living room. So let me show you into the blue. From the last video, that was this guy here. It's still wet in the middle. You can tell it's shiny, but it's dry on the edges, and I feel comfortable enough picking it up now. So from the bottom up, there's my favorite section right there. Aren't those fabulous? And I love the whole line there. Love my middle black section. I'm glad I didn't torch that. And all the way down. That's the whole thing. I wanted to point out one of the pitfalls of silicone is sometimes if you have a little crack or a little divot, it's typically caused by the silicone. And I have one right there. You see that little dot? That wasn't there before. That's a little divot left by the silicone, and if I rub it, I can feel it. And if I smear it all around, it'll make my canvas shiny right there. It's not showing up very well. I don't know how close I can get, but you see it right there? That's the only thing on this painting so far. But since it's almost dry, I don't think I'll get anything else, and I'm not really worried about that. But that is one of the pitfalls of using silicone, is that it's not just air that can crack your painting, it can be the silicone. And I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about how I dry my paintings too. So, all right, so enough of Into the Blue. Let me get down on the canvas, show you what we're working on tonight. What is that? That looks crooked. Let me scooch the vase. And then scooch. Do I go up toward you or down toward me? No, I come down toward me, don't I? Hold on. How's that? Ooh, that looks good. Move this over just a little more. That looks pretty great. All right, obviously I'm gonna do some clear solo cups tonight, some big guys instead of 5 little ones, 3 big ones, and my colors. So instead of trying to go for drama with the blue and silver, tonight I'm gonna try more with the blues and golds. And another comment my very observant as of late husband said is, don't be afraid of white. I'm like, huh, all right, I'll sandwich white tonight because I've been anti-white lately. Let me kind of put these in the order I want. Let me make some room. I didn't realize I had this many colors. And then my tea white. All right, so colors. Starting over here on my left is killing off the turquoise deep. I wasn't going to add it, but it's my new favorite color. It's the color of the week, is this turquoise deep. It kind of reminds me almost of a midnight blue if it didn't have so much green in it, like the color of the sky at wintertime. About a half an hour after sunset, it turns that midnight blue shade. That's my all-time favorite color, forever and ever. And that's similar to that. So anyway, Liquitex Heavy Body, Turquoise Deep. Next, for the gold, I believe this one is just my Liquitex Basics regular gold. And then the light blue tonight is not light blue permanent. This is a different shade. This is light phthalo blue by Golden. Some of that. And then not a very much but I have a half a cup of iridescent bronze, just something to offset the, you know, the golds, and that's by Golden. And then here in this cup, we have, what did I do with it? I'm missing a color. Aha, I'm killing off a Sennelier. This is Delft Blue, number 349. Putting the cap back on, I just smeared it all over my fingers. Delft Blue 349, very, very pretty shade of blue. What blue isn't? Like, somebody name an ugly blue, seriously. There isn't such a thing. Another gold, brighter shade than the regular gold is my Iridescent Gold by Blick. Their brand of gold. And you can tell it's the iridescent, it's just brighter than the regular gold. So a little bit of that. And then finally on the end, you know, my perennial favorite, Blue Indigo number 308 by Sennelier. Really got to buy stock in that company for that color. And then as usual, a big old cup of tea white that I will layer tonight. For consistency, it's my usual, let me pick a color to be able to see, maybe this one. Give it a stir. Kind of like that, where the trace hits the stays, that little mound, for about a second before it disappears. So that's what I'm aiming for. My pouring medium recipe tonight is, I eased up on the Liquitex pouring medium. I'm not always happy with the cells with that product. Blasphemy, I know. How dare I not like Liquitex pouring medium. It's my least favorite. Well, I changed my mind. It's tied with the Vallejo. Those two are my least favorite. I'm just a GAC 800 girl all the way. So for the pouring medium recipe, I didn't use the pouring medium. I used the gloss, that's not a word, gloss, varnish, and pouring medium. I think I'm gonna grab that bottle. Gloss, medium, and varnish. There, now I can talk. It's this stuff here, and I only used 2 ounces of it. So just a little bit with 8 ounces of Elmer's Glue All and 6 ounces of water mixed well. Yeah, so add my silicone to the colors. I just filmed a couple days ago, so hopefully you guys aren't sick of me. I did decide on a date and time for a live YouTube pour, and I'm going to shoot for Monday, which maybe not, because most people won't be. Monday is a U.S. holiday, so some people have off work, others have to work. I know I get the day off, and my daughter's in school, so I thought, ooh, maybe I'll do it Monday. So, but I'm realizing right as I speak that most people might not have off. So let's shoot for Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. And I'll put that in the comment section. Sunday afternoon, Eastern Daylight Savings Time at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I will come on YouTube and do a live pour. I've never done that before, so hopefully it like records it at the end. I don't know what happens, so we'll figure it out together. What I'll do is I have my iPhone. I use my iPhone to record, and then I will set up my iPad as well next to me, which is, I have an iPad Pro, which is quite large, and I'll be able to see comments off to the side. So I won't have to keep doing like, oh, you can't even see me. I won't have to do that to read. So that should work out. All right, with that said, I'm gonna do 3 cups, and I'm not gonna flip and drag tonight. I'm gonna try for a little more organic rather than a very organized pour. I'm just gonna go and let it come out. That's the plan. So we'll see how that works. If not, you know, it's just paint and we'll scrape it. That's how I feel. So I also want to do a better job of layering. I watched back just like my last 2 or 3 videos since I've been back in Virginia, and I have been layering quite heavily and only doing maybe 2 layers of colors. So I want to kind of ease up on that a bit and maybe squeeze in 3 layers of all the colors, which might be tough with the bronze. I realize I might only get 2 layers with that, but we'll try. All right. So the only thing really new in my world, and forgive me if I talked about this already, when I got back from New York, and this has been like 2 weeks now, as soon as I walked in the house and I saw my dog, who's a golden retriever, Dusty, I immediately said, "What's wrong with Dusty?" And my husband and daughter are like, What are you talking about? He's fine." And I'm like, "No, he's not. Look at him." And Goldens are prone to allergies and hot spots. And he had some sort of allergy skin thing going on his hind legs and on his belly. And it got so bad that we had to take him to the groomers. And they literally, he's like bald. Like they called it a puppy cut, but he looks ridiculous. He has, you know, his fluffy head and his fluffy tail and like this skinny, puny little body with like, you know, and his coat is only like maybe half an inch thick. He just looks ridiculous. And I swear, you know, what's the word? I'm gonna butcher it. And morticize? There's a word, one of you will write and tell me what it is, that you're not supposed to put human emotions on animals. And I get that, but I'm telling you, he knew what was up. Like when I took him to PetSmart, he did not want to go in. Like I had to drag him. Literally, he sat down on his haunches and I slid him across the floor into the groomers. And then when I picked him up and brought him back, he ignored me for 2 days. And I'm alpha in the house. Like he is my dog. Like he listens to me like to a fault. So I felt kind of bad. And he looks ridiculous and he's like, "I've been emasculated. It's terrible." But they said it'll grow back fine. And they gave him a medicine bath and treated whatever was bugging his skin. But it was pretty funny. Usually he comes out and he's like, you know, tail wagging, and he kind of moved out like, "Here I am. Nobody look at me. It's really pathetic, I know." So I had to just giggle. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about how I draw my paintings. That's right. Stay on topic, Karen. So in my walkout basement, we have gas heat and the registers, you know, where the air comes out, or on the ceiling, which is bad news to try and dry art because it just, you know, blows right down. Even if it's indirect air, you can feel the slightest of breezes when the heat comes on, or the AC. And so what I've done is I have you know, a folding table that's the one I used in New York to paint on. I have 2 dowels, which is kind of like, oh, you can't see them, is what my painting's sitting on now. I have 2 downstairs on a tarp, and I went to Michael's and I bought 2 big foam core poster boards. and I take those and I take 6 solo cups like this and put them all around my painting, put the foam cord on top, and then take a big plastic tarp that I got at Home Depot and cover the whole thing. And that's where my art sits. And that's how I put my resin pieces too, so the dust doesn't get to them. And that's where they sit until they're probably 75–80% dry. And then at that point, I'll take them out and let the air hit them, kind of like into the blue behind me. And that has worked really well. So if you're looking for a way, or definitely if you have a container with a lid that you can put your art in, that's the way to go, but that gets tough to do when you do bigger pieces. So, oh, speaking of sizes, this is a 12 by 24 gallery wrap canvas that I got at Michael's, so back to the better canvases. And I met a new friend over Halloween, like a friend of a sister-in-law of mine who is an artist as well, and she came over my house today, and my house is about 90% put together now, which is like such a relief. It just looks, it's almost back to normal. Anyway, I stayed up late last night putting together my bookcase, which isn't, it's like a built-in bookcase, and it's the size of an entire room of the one wall of our living room with the cutout for the entryway into the dining room, if that makes sense. So it goes, bookcase, and then on the top there's places to put more books or your knickknacks or whatever. And I spent 3 hours trying to decorate it last night and looked at it this morning, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks horrible. It's like just not in balance. And, putting books and knickknacks and pictures off, putting them on, moving things around, trying to get it look nice. Anyway, and my girlfriend walked in and she's like, do you want me to fix your bookcase? I'm like, yes, please. She goes, okay. And like literally in a half an hour, what took me like 3 hours struggling, she just went boom, 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 doo, doo, put this here, put that there, boom. And it looks like, my bookcase now looks like something out of a magazine. Like I keep walking into my living room going, holy shit, how did she do that? It looks amazing. So I'm very envious of people with that talent. It just looks so great. So I took pictures of it so I can recreate it, like if we ever move again, which won't be happening because I'm exhausted from moving back and forth this year. Has kicked my butt. Well, I knew I was going to run out of the bronze since I only had a half a cup of it. So bye-bye bronze. Trying to get it all out. All right, my Delft blue. All right, now I'm out of Delft blue too. I still might only get, I was hoping for 3 layers, which I think was probably optimistic given the size of these cups. But I sold three mini paintings last night from a non-artist person who follows me on Instagram, which is very exciting. And this morning I delivered 2 paintings to another gallery that I did get accepted. I found out late last night. I'm like, a little more notice would have been nice, but well, I'm not going to complain, I guess. I'll take it. All right. I want to end with white, so I'm going to skip a layer of white and just go straight through for the 3rd layer of whatever's remaining. Just enough. So 3rd layer with some of the colors at least. All right. There goes the deep turquoise. We'll kill off the 2 golds. Only one there. Half there. A little more with this gold. And then the rest in this cup. Did I put silicone in? Did I? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I did, right? I think I did. And as usual, my spot on treadmill silicone. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I was on autopilot, but I think I did. A little bit of the light phthalo blue. I'll just stick him in the middle cup. Bit of my indigo. Someone should invent like a popsicle stick that's silicone, or I guess you could use like a silicone spatula to get out every drop of paint. Maybe I should try that. Buy one of those mini ones instead of trying to scrape it out. All right, a whole bunch of empty cups, and I actually only have a little bit of white left too. Come on. I think it's just enough for this 3rd cup. One of these times I will get out my scale. Don't hold your breath, but maybe, and weigh all my paints and show you. I'm kind of proud of myself tonight. Did a really good job. I went 3 cups, 3/4 of the way full. How much paint do I need? And man, it worked out pretty great. All right, already got my gloves on. I want to just tilt it out and let it pour out and see what happens. And see what happens. Or do I want to pour? Or do I want a flip cup? Do I chicken out? I don't know what to do. Let's be brave. And just pour it out. One. Yeah, don't run over. Oh well. Too late. Two. See, I think I'm gonna lose my dark blue. That's the thing. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm just gonna tilt this way because I'm losing paint off the one end. The drawback to that is I don't get to save any paint in my cup. So that's why I'm worried about that one end spilling off. But we'll see what happens. And give this a little torch and a little tilt. Tilt and torch. Pop some bubbles. Oh, there doesn't seem to be that many. That's good. All right. Oh, I remember this too. It's like I can't selectively torch that much either, because I don't know where everything's going to go, you know? Let's just go something like that. In here in the white, definitely. In here. Some up in here. And then over here. All right. Let's give it a tilt. So definitely come over this way a little bit, get to the end, go up toward you, and then we'll see what happens. Do, do, do. I'm gonna not worry about that one end. I don't want to lose everything just because I'm obsessed with that one corner. Don't fall into that trap. Just leave it be. Same with the other corner. Now if I was smart, I would do this. I should have thought of it before. My bad. Let me see if I have enough paint to do my corners. I'm gonna grab my spoon a second. Oh, my favorite square spoon, yay! I'm gonna grab this deep blue right here off the counter and do that. And then, what have I got in this cup? We'll do this on this corner. Just to help it out. All right. Somebody should invent like a painting, gaming app where the game would be you pick your colors and you put them in a cup and you pour them on the canvas, and then you tilt, and whoever like tilts the best and gets the best composition and prettiest painting wins. That's like a really stupid idea, isn't it? That's because I'm doing this and I feel like it's a video game. Because my husband and daughter play, they get on Xbox and they do this racing game. Let me come down. I'm gonna save this part right here. I don't have my thingy handy. Do I? Hold on a second, I'm gonna grab a stick. Can you guys still see the painting? Yeah, you can. Okay, hold on one sec. Oh no, wait, you know what? I got this one right here with my, for mixing up my pouring medium. I just wanna save that little bit right there on that side as I come down over on this one side. And then come down and off and back and over. Did I do it? I think I did. It's so funny, you know, do a random pour and I still have my 2 stripes, so it still looks like I did a 3 flip cup pour. You see that? That was pretty funny. All right, this side over here, cells are looking great. I wish I had more of my indigo blue. All right, let me go. Let me come up this way a little. And slowly wiggle to that corner. Oh, I totally don't like the bend it's taking, and I don't want to lose those cells. Oh, I'm so close though. Hold on. Let me go back. Go back! That's the wrong way. Go back. Don't go that way. All right. Saved. All right, let me stop and stare for a second. This part is phenomenal. I like this, and I think I like this. I don't like, can you guys see? I don't like how it comes up here and then it's like, let's take a right turn, and then it's a dead end. Like, you know, stay on the road. Where are you going? These guys stayed on the road. This part went like 4-wheeling and just like, it's got some great little cells right here though. There's like a really cute little cluster. But I'm going to try and tilt a little bit, even if I lose some of these cells here, just for the balance of it, because that just looks funkadoric. That's my new word for the day, funkadoric. Even if it's just a little bit over. If I can. If I can't, cells start getting too wonky. You know, just a little closer to that edge. So it doesn't look so weird. Yeah, see these cells over here are starting to stretch out, so I'm coming back. Like, all right, go ahead and detour. What do I care? Or you guys tell me, like, just tell me, like, girl, you're being so picky right now. You're being so picky. Don't even worry about it. All right, let me stop and look some more. Now I want to pour off this part, so I'm gonna. I don't care what you guys say. All right, gone. And I feel like I'm gonna start losing composition. I'm gonna start losing cells and everything. I should stop. Stop. Stop right there. I am super, super thrilled with the cells on this guy. Super thrilled. Let me take off my gloves, grab my spoon, take a look around. Let me stare, see if I want to torch anywhere. This might be my winner. Wouldn't that be great? Grab some blue for this one spot over here. Let it run down. Some of the turquoise and gold right here. I need some deep blue for this one corner over here. I do love being able to walk around my island. It's kind of a luxury I didn't have in New York. Alright, spot over on the other side. As I look at it, take it all in. See if I want to do anything else. Oh, I need a little bit of paint that's not muddy. Please let there be a little bit left in here. Yes. Cutting it close with the paint tonight, for sure. Oh, that's the other thing. That's like, I've been meaning to talk about this. It's like on the acrylic pouring page, I always see, like every day, a newbie will say, how much paint do I need to cover my canvas? And someone will give them the handy little guide. But what they don't take into account is, that guide is great, but what it doesn't do is take into account the tilting. That, you know, you need extra paint to tilt off. You can't make just enough to like cover your canvas, because like, if you want to move around or like, oh, I don't like that little bit, let me pour it off, you're not going to have enough paint. So whatever you do, if you use that guide, like if it says, you know, 5 ounces of whatever, make it 7. Add more paint. Don't think of it as wasting paint. Wasted paint is paint in the tube, sitting in a drawer somewhere. All right, so I'm not going to touch anything in this whole section because it's fairly busy. I really like the background here, so I kind of don't want to do anything. If I'm going to torch, maybe right there and definitely right there, and walk away. So I like to say, or as Kelly Clarkson likes to say, I think she sings that song, Walk Away. You see if those grow any in this corner here. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do right there just because I'm curious to see if I get gold underneath. Nah, not really. I'm going to leave it be. I'm going to leave that be. Maybe some here in this white stripe. Some babies. It might be done. You might be like, hey lady, you tilted us all around, I'm done. And so if it's done, I think I'm done. Pretty happy with this. Pretty dang happy with this. Let me get you guys down for a close-up. I am really happy with the gold on top too. That just like makes me super, super happy. And I want to show you a close-up of some of the cells. So if your consistency is correct and you layer 2 or 3 or 4 times, and if you're lucky, you'll get things like the multiple ring, which to me is the multiple ring cells, which to me are the holy grail, or you get the cells with the multiple colors contained within. Like it's great to get a perfect cell like that one is, or like this one is with the white ring with the blue. But when you get cells like this that has white and then gold and then dark blue and then the light blue with a little bit of white, that's primo. Anyway, where am I? I'm done. Put a fork in me. I'm done. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support and comments. As I mentioned in the last video, I am working to get inventory and items up for sale on my Waterfall Acrylics Facebook page. So check that out and follow along if you're so inclined. And I also sell off of Instagram too. So if you check out my Waterfall Acrylics account there. Is that everything I wanted to say today? I think that's it. I'm done. Yay! Let me get you down on the canvas. Take care, guys. Okay. Don't drop anything. Don't push a button. All right, let me come down to this end here. Way down, like, see there? Like that, those cells there, that's like, that's your goal right there as far as I'm concerned. There's the blue one I was talking about with the ring within the ring. And then there's one down here on the end. That guy there, with the dark blue, with the yellow, with the pale blue in the middle. That's just awesome. And then over here. And it was fun to just let the cups tip over tonight instead of like doing the flip and drag. So come up higher. All the way to the end. I'm gonna come down a little bit on these guys here too, because they're pretty great. And up here, there's this one little section of all these little baby guys. I love those guys right there. Let me come up high. Try and get the whole thing. My arm hurts. Where is it? And yeah, there she be. That's it for me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.